Hi there. Welcome to Cats in the City, by Sith Sense. I'm Johnny.
And I'm Pearl.
Together, we would like to share with you pieces of interesting knowledge that we find.
And that could be useful to you in the future.
For our research project on image classification, where should we start first?
We ought to start by getting all our image files properly organized.
And since we'll be using Google Colab, the logical approach would be to upload all the image files onto our Google Drive.
I've created a folder named Image, and 3 subfolders named Raw Image, PNG, and JPG, that will contain all our image files. These steps are quite easy and straightforward, so we won't go through them in detail.
I've finished uploading all the image files into the raw image folder. I suppose the reason you created the PNG and JPG folders is so that each folder only contains its respective type of image files.
You're correct. This is just an example for our audience. In our image classification project, we would have created a folder for each of our image classes. For example, a folder named Cat for all the files containing an image of a cat, another folder named Dog, another named Rabbit, and so on and so forth.
I could have uploaded the image files to their respective folder, after I had sorted them according to their file types, but it's tedious, labor-intensive, and prone to mistake, especially when there are thousands of files to sort through.
Remember that this is just an example, an exercise for our audience to practice the file handling capability of Python.
As usual, we'll open a Colab notebook and I'll name it File Handling. Our first task would be to import all the required module.
We'll need to import 3 modules, and they are the OS, the Shuttle, and the Glob module. We'll need the OS module for file directory related operation.
The Shuttle module is for copying files, while the Glob module is for searching files.
Then we'll mount our Google Drive. Mounting the Google Drive will enable our Colab notebook to access files on our Google Drive.
There are at least 2 ways to mount Google Drive. The first way is by writing a few lines of code. You can easily find this code online. But for simplicity, we can just mount Google Drive using a non-code approach.
Click on the file icon, to the left of your screen, and the Files panel will appear on the left side of your screen. Then click the Mount Drive icon, a dialog box will appear. Permit access by clicking the Connect to Google Drive button on the dialog box.
Depending on the size of your Google Drive, the process may take a while to connect your Google Drive to your Colab notebook. Once it's connected, you'll see the file structure of your Google Drive.
In our raw image folder, there are 32 JPG files and 4 PNG files, making a total of 36 image files. Next, we're going to set the directory path, or the address of our raw image folder, in our Google Drive. You can just click on the 3 dots that appear next to the raw image folder, then click Copy Path. Save the copied path to variable img_folder.
You can use the glob function to search for all the PNG files. PNG files will end in .png while JPG files will end in .jpg.
The glob function will return a list. You should save the list in a new variable called lst_png_files. I added an additional step, i.e. the sorted function that will sort the list that was returned from the glob function. This step is not compulsory, you don't have to do it.
Repeat the whole process for the JPG files. You can view the list of files at any time. Here I've displayed some of the items in variable lst_jpg_files.
The path to the PNG files appear in this pattern. We can use the string split function to split the full path to its individual components. Splitting will return a list of strings. After splitting, we notice that the actual file name appears at the last index in that list, or index number 6.
Using some simple string manipulation, we can concatenate the new PNG file's location to the name of the file. We can set the new path as a variable called nw_png_location. The full path to the new location can be saved in a variable called destination.
We can use the Shuttle copy file function to copy the file to its new location. The Shuttle copy file function only takes 2 parameters, and they are the source path and the destination path.
Finally, we tie all these together using a for loop, that will iterate through the lst_png_ files. Remember that this list contains the complete path for each of our PNG files. You can go to your Google Drive and double check that file's copying process has been done without error. The folder PNG should contain all the 4 PNG files.
We'll repeat the same process for JPG files. However, the names of the JPG files have a redundant part, i.e. chat image underscore.
I don't want the new JPG files to have that string. I can split that string again at underscore, but I'll show you a different method that can achieve the same outcome.
Yes, we can use the simple Python string slicing method. Notice that the string has 13 characters, including the underscore. The string slicing method will slice the string name of the JPG files, by excluding the first 13 characters while retaining the remaining characters until the end.
As with the PNG files, we'll also use a for loop to tie all this together. The for loop will run a bit longer because there are more JPG files compared to PNG files.
But it's still much faster than if you were to do it manually, especially if there are thousands of files.
That's all from us this time. I'm Johnny.
And I'm Pearl.
Bringing you bits and pieces of interesting knowledge from cats in the city.
Thanks and see you next time.